Guys, give me a second here. I just want to give people time to get in here, but give me a few seconds here. Give me a few seconds. Interesting day. Interesting morning. Interesting morning. Guys, give me a few seconds. Let me go ahead and share this on my tablet. All right, all right. Okay. Get in here. Get in here. Shout out to my man Armand Wiggins. That's my guy. Come on, guys, get in here. This has been an interesting day. This is an exclusive trial update, and I want to say this case has gone from bad to worse. Testimony, cross examination by the magnificent Sarah Matz has uncovered more lies by the blogger lady Tasha K. It is astonishing that she wasn't prepped properly. It's astonishing. And I'm going to go into, we're just going to get right into it. We're not going to, not tap dancing, we're not playing the drums, we're getting right into the testimony. And what has occurred? Woo! So, Tasha K took the stand this morning around 11 o'clock after some evidentiary discussions took place, as well as going over the charging of the jury, which will happen on Monday. Closing arguments will last about an hour between the plaintiff and the defense, and the jury will be charged. But before we get to that, we got to discuss what has happened today. And we're going to go into the line of questioning from plaintiff's attorney, Sarah Matz. When asked, now we're going to talk about the Lovely T video, which came out today. The discussion of that video came out today. Sarah Matz asked Tasha K, when she recorded the video of Lovely T, was Lovely T aware she was being recorded? So you remember I was talking about this yesterday. So we kind of laying the foundation of that line of questioning. So first of all, if you can hear me, give me a 1. I want to make sure, because I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Give me a 1. Give me a 1 if you can hear me. It's very important because I don't want, okay, good. So you remember my video yesterday or this morning when we talked about the line of questioning as it related to that audio recording. And while I couldn't say too much because I wanted to give the attorneys an opportunity to refute some of the things that Tasha K was saying on the stand, it came out today that one, Lovely T was not aware, which we all knew she wasn't aware she was being recorded. So then the lawyer Sarah asked Tasha K, did you consider Lovely T your friend when you made this recording? She said, well, no, at the time I really wasn't sure, so I just wanted to make a recording just to make, to preserve it. Clearly she saw my video. And, that it was I won't say plausible answer, but it was a response to the question, and I doubt seriously if she would respond that way had I not did the video, but I digress with that. So then they start talking about the defamation, the cease and desist letter that was reviewed by Tasha K's lawyer friend. Now, what I'm about to tell you is going to give you a headache. So when the attorney Sarah asked Tasha K and Tasha Kebe had opportunity to think about this yesterday and come to the court today, so she dropped the ball on that. And something's big about to happen when we go back. But when Sarah asked Tasha Kebe, so who exactly is the attorney that you consulted with? What is her name? Tasha Kebe's response was, I prefer not to say that, right? I prefer not to say that. And the judge took his glasses down. You prefer Miss Kebe, answer the question. Uh, I don't know the name. I don't know her name. I have to look in my phone. So this is your lawyer friend. Like I have many lawyer friends, and I have lawyers, and I have lawyers. I have friends who are lawyers, and I have friends. She said to the judge she did not know her name. Okay, so this the plot thickens now. So you had yesterday when this question was asked to you, did common sense ring up? Did the ring a bell of common sense tell you that you might want to have the name of that attorney because they're not going to take what you say on as face value, because you have a propensity to lie on the witness stand. So why in God's green earth did you not think that the lawyers are going to ask you who exactly did you get this advice from the lawyers from your friend lawyer? So I don't know when people say friends. Does friends mean that you don't know the friend's name, or does it mean that you have some type of association with the friend? And you said that they were a family. They practice family law. You said all this, and you don't know the name of the attorney. Well, guess what? And I'm sure she's watching this. Guess what? Because y'all didn't bring your phones, you weren't allowed to bring your phones in the courtroom, they couldn't get your name. So now they have an opportunity to conjure up a name. But these lawyers are very smart. Whatever name that you present in open court after the lunch, they're going to vet that name. They're going to make sure that they had the conversation that you said they had and told you about the letter that she reviewed. It gets better. That's like the crazy thing. It gets better. When attorney Matt, Sarah, I apologize. When Sarah asks Tasha Kebe, is it they showed a copy of the letter where there was a response emailed sent back to someone who sent the letter, and the attorney Sarah asked Tasha Kebe, who responds to these letters that comes into Kebe Studios or your company? She said, my husband responded to the letter. Okay, now listen to this. This is crazy. So then Sarah says, let's go back to your husband's deposition testimony. And she read the testimony, and the husband said he never responds to emails. He leaves it to his wife. He said he never, in his deposition, he never responds to emails as it pertains to the business. He leaves it to his wife. So why did, when the attorney, Sarah asked Tasha Kebe, did you see your husband's testimony? Was your husband lying when you made that response? She said, yes, he was lying. And I said, oh, my God. I'm looking at the husband like, she just threw you under the bus again. It was incredible. So the husband doesn't know that you send emails out. That's weird. Your husband don't know that you respond. So which one is it? Are you lying to your husband or are you lying to the court? And I'm just paraphrasing that part. But the fact that you said her husband never responds to emails, it showed that one, the husband was lying in his deposition, or she's lying on the witness stand. Just think about that. You just said in two different instances that your husband doesn't send responses to emails, and they put their letter on the big screen, on the movie screen, and looked at the response. So, and I don't know how Mr. Shakener writes, but it was clear that somebody responded to the email. So Tasha stated in open court that she typically she doesn't have access to his emails, but then she said, I have access, but I don't have it. He has a password on it. I don't have access to the password, but she does have access to it when his phone is unlocked. Wait a minute. So either you have access or you don't have access. Let's not mince words. Either you have access to his email or you don't have access. The lawyer didn't say you have. Do you have access to his password to get in his phone? It was specifically the question was specifically pertaining to access to his email address. I mean, access to his to his email. Were you able to send emails out? You're 50% owner of the company. Were you able to send emails out? She said no. But when they read the deposition back, the husband testified that he didn't. He doesn't send emails out. So then the lawyer, Sarah, asked, "So your husband was lying?" She said yes. She just threw one of the buses like that. Yes, he's lying. He's lying. Okay. I'm sorry, guys, being a little animated, but the energy behind that testimony was just astonishing. Just to sit there and listen to it. Uh, Interesting. So, little humor came in during the 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 banter between the lawyer and the judge. So they were saying Lovely T.I.'s name, and the judge said, "Isn't it Lovely T?" And he said, "Oh, we don't want to bring T.I. in this." Court broke out in laughter, and I guess I don't know who he was referring to, but the fact that T.I. name came in the rapper T.I. came in there. I thought that was funny because we're in federal court, guys, and I was the one who broke the story when T.I. got arrested on his gun case, and I covered it. It was a cover story for a Hip Hop Weekly magazine, and it was Judge Baverman, who is now the chief judge in federal court, who covered that, who presided over that case. I don't want to go off too. I just wanted to put some context to why it was so interesting that this federal judge had mentioned T.I. in an unrelated case, and that just was like, okay, the judge is talking to her this, so why are you mentioning T.I.? I mean, that was just a little. The judge was being funny, so I guess he listens to hip hop. So I think that was the biggest things that stood out, and I think that it's going to be a game changer when we're done with our break. Hey, Tasha, I know you probably watched the video. But when we're done with our break, what lawyer are you going to present or manufacture to give to this court? Because guess what? They're going to vet whoever you say. And if someone's an officer, if someone's a officer of the court, as a lawyer is, I don't care if you're in D.C. or you're in New York or you're in another part of the country, that's a federal judge. And the judge may just simply pick up the phone and ask to speak to a lawyer. I'm thinking that she's probably going to say, "I can't find the number, Your Honor." I'm thinking she's probably going to say that. This is a guess. I'm thinking she's probably going to say, "I can't find a number," or maybe I forgot my friend's name. That's not going to fly with the judge, and the jury's looking at that, and they're going to probably say that, which they probably already said, this girl's just a liar. Just a liar. So there was other testimony where the lawyer asked, let me just go through some of my notes. Okay, so I want to say the judge threw the defense a bone today, because when they were discussing the jury charge, they were saying that the defamation statute has to be related to the Georgia law. Now, the way that the judge explained it, it gave Tasha not an out, but an opportunity. But she's killing her already on cross-examination. That because Cardi B is she's a celebrity, the standard for defamation is high. But there are two other thresholds that you can get to prove that Tasha did defame Cardi B, and that's malice and having willful intent or something to that effect. So the standard in the state of Georgia is pretty high, and we're in federal court. And the reason why we're in federal court is because there was a time where Cardi lived in New York and Tasha lived in Georgia. So it's in federal court because of jurisdictional reasons. So they're relying on the defamation because it's federal defamation and it's state defamation. In this case, they're relying on the state of Georgia defamation, which I will defer that analogy to the lead attorney who's happened to be in the court today. I'm just surprised the judge didn't see his video. Well, he probably did see his video when he called him an old white guy. I thought that was kind of interesting. Judge, I didn't say that. I thought it was funny, Judge, but I didn't say that. It was funny. If you can tell me the verse to one of the most hottest rap artists, then I'll give you a pass too, sir. And there was a time in the court. It was also a part in court, not in the presence of the jury. The judge was provide an analogy to the argument, and he asked, "Let's use who's from New York in the court?" And I said, I raised my hand, I said, "I'm from New York." And he asked me what's my favorite baseball team. I said, the Yankees. I grew up in the South Bronx. I grew up eight blocks from Yankee Stadium. So we ain't playing with the Yankees. So then he created an analogy with the Yankees versus the Mets. And if someone spoke unpleasant about the Yankees, how would I feel? But I didn't have to answer the question. I just let him place it on the table. But I think that it was a little more loose in the courtroom, but it started getting tighter when Miss Kebe was just making up stuff. It appears she was making up lies. It was just cringeworthy. And I saw two of the jurors look at her like in this really strange manner, like, wow. And I'm going to tell you something else I also noticed, that Tasha K, when she wants to try to deflect from the question, she will say, "I don't understand the question." When the question is clear as day. It's so clear, it's like looking through my windshield right now. I can see through my windshield that there's a car in front of me. But she is saying, and she's doing it, I think this is a strategic part on the defendant to try to get the lawyer unbalanced and asking the question. Can you read back the question? I don't understand the question. What part of the question you? Oh, Sarah. And so now she's calling the attorney Mott Sarah, like they're friends. So she's attaching herself to the lawyer, and I'm sure Sarah's picking that up. But she's acting like they're friends. They're not friends. You guys are at battle. So it's disrespectful for you to address the attorney as Sarah like she's your friend. No, she's the one is cross-examining you. You're trying to throw her off, and I see the strategy. Tasha K, I see what you're doing, Tasha. I see the technique that you're applying in this questioning, and I don't think it's effective because you already show that you don't respect the process of cease and desist. Now you're calling the lawyer Sarah like you're her friend, and it's kind of uncomfortable to watch. Kind of uncomfortable to watch. Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm seeing these names here. Let me just give a shout out to Lay Lavish. Okay, let me. I tell you what. How does the audio sound now? I appreciate that. Can I get a 1 if you guys can hear me? How is the audio? She said it sound muffled. How's the audio now? I had the car running because it's kind of cold out here, and I have to do this reporting inside the car. All right. So, I wish someone would. You can get my attention quicker if I see one of those super chats. So if you have a question, so get in the super chat so I can pull out your question because there's so many questions coming in now. I'm just imploring you to just make it more easier for me. Okay, I see a question. Okay, Tony, thank you for the super chat. Okay, now I told you I don't have the Wi-Fi on. I think the audio is better now. Someone said the audio is better. Appreciate you. Now I had to take the bow tie off. This is dress down Friday, so I had to take the bow tie off
Um, just took it off today. We kind of laying back, just chilling in the cut, watching this debauchery occur right in front of my eyes. So yeah, we just chilling right now. All right, so I'm gonna pull out the. If you have any questions, hit the super chat so I can actually see it because a lot of questions coming in. But let me just say that this trial is for the plaintiff. It's the gift that keeps giving, and let me just talk about Cardi's demeanor in court today. She's listening to the testimony. She's pretty much like not even listening to her, looking at Tasha K, and just she appears to be unbothered. Shout out to I just seen Fab uh, ever ready? Okay, thank you, and thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Um, but if you guys have any questions in particular, hit the super chat. I'm probably going to answer it for you. There was so much going on, but most of the time this morning was dedicated to the potential charges that the jury will have. That hasn't been completely decided, and I'm sure that's going to happen between now and Monday. But you threw your husband under the bus twice today. You claimed that he was lying when he gave testimony, which is interesting. Uh, it was interesting. So the question is, will the plaintiff, through a motion, request to bring the husband back on the stand and see if he says that he was lying? So he's either sent the email or she sent the email. I think they should bring the husband back on the stand. I think Sheikna should get back on the stand and say whether or not your wife is lying or you're lying. Let's see how your defense will handle that line of questioning. But I say, how many people want the husband to get back on the stand and say the wife is lying? How many? Give me a one if you want the husband to get back on the stand and say the wife is lying. I mean, this is some real vaudeville. If you're old enough to know what vaudeville is, it's just incredible. I want to see Sheikna get on the stand and say, my wife is lying to me. I mean, lying on me. My wife is lying on me. I want to see that happen. Let me see. Tony the pod. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super. You have a question? Let's see what your question was. Okay, hold on. These things are coming in quick. I'm not going to even discuss anything as it relates to like herpes and everything because I'm not an expert on it. But shout out to May. Can you confirm what the problem was with Tasha K and Lovely T audio? Okay, the problem with that. Good question. Lovely T did not know Tasha K was recording her. Tasha K had the ability to manipulate the call based on her executing the call and knowing that she's recording it. So if you are the person executing a call that's unknown to the other person, now you control the narrative. And if you listen to the call, you listen to Tasha K pretty much navigating the call. And when she said in the call that we did this, Tasha Tasha K said we did this. Lovely T never said we did this, but because Lovely T felt that she was a friend, she basically was just talking just honestly. And I see two more coming in. Shout out to Fab. Let us have a drink tonight to celebrate the drunken lady. I'm having a glass of wine tonight. How about you guys? I'm having a glass of wine tonight. Uh, let's see. What exactly? Shout out to K Stone. What exactly is Tasha's defense? That's that's what I've been trying to ascertain since I've been there. The Karen. Well, I think that this is what I think. Tasha K is relying on the law, Georgia law, where it says that a celebrity to prove defamation, uh, a public figure like Cardi B, you had the bars pretty high to prove defamation. However, there are two other opportunities for the plaintiff to to win the case. Malice? Did Tasha K show malice when she was reporting these things? Oh, wait a minute. Another piece that came out. This is really good. Because a lot of stuff was just, it was like rapid fire with the questions. Pow, 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 pow. Rapid fire. I'm going to tell you what also happened. When asked by attorney Mates to Tasha K, isn't it a fact you testified that you're not a journalist? She said yes. But isn't it a fact that you told your subscribers that you were a journalist? She said yes. So she was lying to you guys. You winos. She was lying about she's a journalist. She said this today. Can't be unheard by the jury. So you told your subscribers that you were a journalist, but you telling us today you're not a journalist. For the record, she's not a journalist. So when she put herself with journalists, it's an insult. So insult. So you lied to your subscribers and said you were a journalist when in fact you're not a journalist. And here's the problem there. Here's the problem. You lied to your subscribers and said you were a journalist. So when you say you're a journalist, that means you conduct a level of fact checking. Someone comes to you with a story, you fact check it. So the plaintiff was successfully able to show that she didn't do any fact checking. She just put it out there. And before I go on with that point, I saw something else come in. Shout out to K Stone. The question, yes, but you are speaking about Cardi's burden of proof. I am trying to understand Tasha's defense. As a civil trial lawyer myself, I've heard nada. Well, you heard nada. I heard nada. And guess what? She got no nada defense. It's the nada defense. And I'm just being, being humorous, but she has no defense. In my opinion, she has no defense. But I think that if the plaintiff can prove that what she did, shout out to Mocha Mima. Shout out to Mocha Mima. Now, it was so skillful. And when I say skillful, the line of questioning on cross was so skillful. She showed the jury that this person who's been telling her subscribers that she's a journalist, the subscribers are saying, well, she's a journalist, so we know she had a vetting process like other journalists does when they were putting stories out. So they prove right there in open court that she's not a journalist, nor does she use journalistic integrity in researching and putting out stories. So she's been lying to you guys. She's been lying to her winos. And I'm sorry to tell you guys, she lied to you. But she's telling the truth in the court. She's telling the truth in the court. Well, hold on. She's telling the truth about that, which is pretty obvious. It's implied just based on the way you move. So it's implied. I want to shout out someone else here. Shout out to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn in the house. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I'm gonna tell you something about you, Brooklyn. Some of you Brooklyn guys or gals. I don't know if that's a guy or gal, but Brooklyn. We know what you used to do back in the day. We know what you used to do back in the day when you used to run through Madison Square Garden snatching rope chains. Phila speaks. What's going on, Phila? Did Lovely T saying things on the recording that helps the defense? That's a good question. But remember what I just said. The plaintiff was successfully able to show the jury that this call was only known to be recorded by one side. Thus, she was able to control the narrative of the call. So when her friend Lovely T was crying in this recording, the lawyer for Cardi B pointed out that you put the entire audio online when your friend was talking about her medical health and when she was crying. So what type of friend will release that audio to the world for no other purpose than to embarrass her. To embarrass her. That's why she put the recording out, to embarrass her. Because if you had a piece of the recording that could have perhaps supported something that was said about you, why didn't you just put the piece of the audio out? And that's not really cool, but it is acceptable if it's clearing your name. So she showed that she had no regard for Lovely T's privacy. When Lovely T talked about her medical issues with a friend, and then that same friend puts it out to the world, what does that say about your friend? So it's very important for the jury, when they're listening to this, they're going to use common sense reasoning when they start looking at the credibility of what she's talking about. Thank you, Dexter Matthew. The question is, oh, well, I appreciate that. Hold on, Dexter. Hold on. Let's see what you said, Dexter. Thank you. Thank you. That's going to go for some diapers, because my daughter said, Daddy, I just want you to buy diapers. That's all I want you to do. And I know how much diapers cost because my daughter don't know. I was spending a lot of money on her diapers because she used to crap a lot in those diapers. I used to tell her mother, listen, we might have to go old school. You're going to have to dump that out and wash those diapers. Get the material. But no, we weren't doing that. She had Pampers. All right. Someone else came through here. I saw that. Shout out to K Stone. Yeah, she's using the kitchen sink. I call it the spaghetti concept. Throw whatever against the wall and see what sticks. It's funny that, and I would say that the defense were doing okay yesterday. When I say okay, meaning the attorney Sadir Sabak, he wasn't fumbling all over the place. Uh, I want to give him. I think maybe he's just high, have a lot of high energy, and he moves around a lot. And I don't think he's, like some of the times he's moving around. But he was doing it again today when the lawyer was talking to the judge. He still was shaking his hand and doing all these more. I think that's just a character, and as part of that, the signaling is probably due to his excitement. He like his excitement because I'm excited about what I see, and he's excited about what he sees. But I'm not a lawyer and I'm not representing any of the parties. But I understand that he's excited, but hold that energy until the verdict is back. I would just say that. Just hold that energy. Poise yourself. The judge sees this and the jury sees this. And just because you're shaking in the affirmative, don't mean the jury's connecting with you. So you don't want you got to have really good courtroom decorum. You have to have good courtroom decorum, and you got to kind of not expose your client to some of the irregularities that is taking place by way of what you're doing. So yeah, this case is really telling, and I'm gonna tell you something. Even at the stretch of the imagination, Tasha K wins this case. It's exposed her. It's exposed a lot of the lies, and that in itself is a vindication for Cardi that she was lying about this, she was lying about that, and Tasha K may win this case on a technicality. But I will tell you, from my mouth to your ears, that it has exposed Tasha K as a habitual liar, and that she would say anything that is convenient at the time. And that's come out with her testimony. It's not something I said. It's something which she said. And when you get the transcript after the conclusion of this case, this is going to be like a movie. And I can think of the name of the movie too. But I'm in film too, so I don't know. It depends how we want to do this. Let me see. I just got another May. Hey. Thank you for the super chat. Can Tasha K file bankruptcy after trial concludes, or will she still be financially responsible? By the way, thanks so much for your reporting. So the questions, because obviously people are saying that why would Tasha K go against this megastar who has deep pockets? And I would probably say look at that post that she's, And again, she hasn't addressed it. She hasn't came out and said that post on the review of her attorney is her. Uh, and shout outs to Olga. She did give a few good points in. She did today. So I'm not trashing. Olga is not a bad criminal offense attorney, but we're in a civil trial. And oh, wait a minute, guys! Every time I think we talked about enough, there's something else that came in. It was really bad. So there was a discussion yesterday when Tasha was on the stand under cross-examination by Sarah, uh, that Tasha was asked, Sarah asked Tasha, uh, what proof does she have that the statements that she made was supported by evidence? And she said, I got the evidence, but it's not here. So where the evidence is at? I mean, you had discovery, you had pre-trial, you had discovery. Where's the damn evidence? Well, that I'm paraphrasing, but where's the evidence? Oh, I don't have it here right now, but I have it. So I'm saying to myself, knowing that evidence had to be vetted through discovery or pretrial, why is she trying to say she had evidence? So that was yesterday. Today, Olga, and that's again, Olga, you're messing up here. Rule 26. You can't be bringing evidence in during the trial when you had an opportunity to put it in during discovery. So they try to argue that, and the judge said, come on now. It was obvious that what you're trying to do right now is get something in that, one, it wasn't vetted through discovery. The lawyers for Cardi B would, if the evidence, if they had if you present this evidence right now, and the judge allows it in the court, the Cardi's team may have to change up their strategy and moving forward. This is why you got to have evidence in beforehand. You got to vet the evidence. You have to do everything you can do to make sure it comes in and doesn't prejudice the jury, doesn't prejudice the plaintiff or the defendant. But the lawyer tried to bring it in, knowing that there's a common rule that you don't bring evidence in during the trial. That's why you have discovery, and you have an opportunity to bring it in. But you tried that, but the judge ruled, it's not coming in. So that those receipts that you have, they're not coming in. And if they Photoshop whatever, you're not getting in. Good try, but you're not getting those receipts in. Those receipts are not coming in. And wait a minute, hold on, guys. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay. All right. So I have like 12 minutes to get back. I definitely want to look at this cross because the lawyers are for the plaintiff is kicking butt right now. Right now, it's the rapid fire of the questions. Sarah's hitting her with the questions, and for Tasha, she's getting hit with all these questions like pow 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 pow. Tasha's like, what? I don't understand. Girl, you understand that question? We all heard what the lawyer said. Now answer the question. You don't understand the question. So what she does is say, I don't understand the question. Can you read back? Can you say the question again? Give her time to think about. Give them the time to think, maybe concoct a lie. Because when she's hitting you with these questions, then she'll say, can you go back to the deposition to read that? The lawyer said, no, I just want you to answer. I'm asking a question where you don't have to go back to the deposition. Just ask, I'm asking you a different way. So what's the answer? Yes, no. Tasha's been very adamant about not providing just yes and no responses. She wants to explain everything. And over-explain it, and explain some more, and the judge is like, I done told you not to do this several times. So there's clearly it must be some type of deficiency here, because I done told you, ask the questions that's answered, and don't provide answers to questions that are not asked. So what are you doing here? What the heck are you doing? Come on, guys. Like, it's just amazing that I don't know which strategy that you think it will work when the jury's hearing you throwing your husband under the bus. So it's clear that you're saying your husband's a liar or you're a liar, and your husband is sitting there like, well, I hope they don't call me because I'm gonna tell the truth. Because you saw what he did before. He came out and said, listen, she lying. No, he lying. She lying. He lying. How do you go home to that type of relationship? Is beyond me. I mean, how do you do that? How do you go home to a relationship where your wife is calling you a liar and you're calling her a liar. I just don't understand this. I've covered trials for many, many years. This testimony is so bizarre. It is so bizarre that it's scary. And the chances and the possibility that Tasha may, I'm saying that very loosely, uh, and it's all according to the charging of the jury instructions. But if this jury thinks that okay, the stuff that Tasha was saying was just opinion, no, they can't. They won't. I don't think they'll get over that hurdle because Tasha has put stuff out there that when she said it was facts, opinions and facts. So when you say that the stuff that you said about Cardi B or other people were facts and that you were a journalist, well, they just the fact that you said you're not a journalist and these things are opinions, but you put it out as fact, the jury's listening to that. I think you'll have a problem there, and I think that this jury is smart enough. I hope they're smart enough to see that you have a person that would say anything just to get past that question, to get to the next question, to get to the next question. And it's good that the lawyer for Cardi is actually putting that on the table. It's good because at some point in time, that may be something that you have to address. And no federal judge will want to be questioned as to the credibility of a witness that you let enter, just put information in that probably was bogus. So I'm gonna tell you guys, when the case is over with, I don't care what she tell you. I'm telling you, the record speaks for itself. That was entered into evidence. Now, if something comes out, and this is very important, I want you to listen to this uh, as well, Tasha. Shout out to Sephora has a clone. Oh, okay. Do you think? Let's see something here. Do you think the judge will ask for a mental evaluation? No, I don't think that's going to happen. They would have probably did that during pre-trial, and then the case. If just say, for example, I can't talk about mental health and everything. I'll leave that. I'll defer that to Dr. Sherry Blake, who did a masterful job in explaining what Cardi's mental health was during the time she was being attacked. I can't discuss someone else's mental health. I would just say that the things that I see, it's not normal for many people. It's not something that is normal. Like those who have studied sociology, the study of people in groups, will know that if you took a group of people and put them in a room and asked them a question about something that's pretty uh, pretty good topic or something with someone can have a big opinion on, they likely most of will say the similar. But in this case, it's real bizarre the way she's responding to these questions. And I want to read these other two here. I'm sorry, guys. Shorty, what's going on? I think it will be a hung jury. Uh, that's interesting. You know something? Can you have a hung jury in a civil trial? Can you have a hung jury in a civil trial? Respoken by Deborah. Appreciate you, Respoken. Appreciate you for the super chat. The Queen Evolution. Thank you for coverage. Thank you, Evolution, Queen Evolution. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What else we have here? This is uh, this is my way of giving back. This is my way of giving back. Um, I mean, every this has been 2 weeks, and this has been, I have neglected some things that I need to address. And later time, my clients understand this. This is this trial is so significant because I am totally against cyberbullying. I'm totally against it. I don't like to see anyone bullied. So when people come in and make comments that try to bait you into a situation or gaslight you, I'm not with that. So chances are, if you're doing that, you're probably going to be banned from my channel because I'm not with the BS. I mean, we can make this world better just by showing some kind of kindness to others. Why get up in the morning and make someone else's life miserable? Why, who does that? It's just weird. Just try to do as much as you can to make someone else's life better. Just try to give off the energy that you want someone else to be. Have a better day. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Try to impart some good spirits out there. Let me read the. You talk about the trolls who chased Princess Diana. Well, Princess Diana, she died because of a bunch of paparazzis were chasing her on the highway, and they changed the law for that, and it was very sad. And I personally will never chase someone down where I put them in the risk of some type of injury. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. And I see that they have certain paparazzi laws in California that they need to have them here as well. Well, you know what? Not really, because a lot of people are strapped in Georgia, and you're not just running up on anybody with a damn camera or microphone. It's different. It's not happening. The demographics is right now. The jury is, and shout outs to I want to say your name because you asked the question, and I think Amber Renee. The demographics is uh, two blacks, six whites, two blacks, six whites. If I'm correct, um, yeah, that's the demographics. And I'm curious to see how the blacks feel about what another black woman is saying about another. And Cardi is part part black as well. Her husband's black. Her daughter's black. Her team is black. Shout out to Robbie Shelton. He's been holding Cardi down in the courtroom, part of her management team. Robbie, I've known Robbie for years. Just because he was with 107.9, and he was part of the what's the big concert they do on 107.9 in Atlanta? The big concert. It's not. The big concert they do every year. Birthday bash. Birthday bash. And yeah, so he's holding Cardi down in the courtroom right now, and I commend him for that. Because she needs good people around her. And yeah, not free Nick. Come on, you taking it way back. It's a birthday bash. Birthday bash. Okay, guys. I hope I've provided enough of an update. I'm sure I'm missing something, but the gift is still giving. So, guys, I'll be back. I promise I'll be back. I will be back. And you guys, I appreciate the love today. I haven't read all the comments, and I like to read the comments because I might have missed something. Uh, but like I said, you want me to read your comment, just hit the super chat or stand out. That's right, Angela. That's right. And also, guys, you don't have to super chat. The Cash App is right there. Just hit the Cash App. The Cash App is right there. I think. Is the Cash App right there? Unspoken. I appreciate you. Unspoken by Deborah. How did TK talk all of this fake pride in black woman, then walk into court with this attorney? I'm not gonna go into the racial stuff. I'm not going there with that, and I don't know what's in her mind. And I think she does a lot of gaslighting, and I think that she does it because it will elicit responses from people, and she calls it entertainment, and sometimes people want some type of entertainment. I'm good. I'm old school. I may not look old school. I'm old school. I'm good. We ain't going on the social media and fighting each other. All that. No, we ain't doing that. That's not how I was brought up. We're not doing that. All right, let me just do this here, guys. I'm gonna post this right now. I'm moving the phone. There's a lot of comments coming in here, guys, and I don't know if I can put a. Can I actually put a? Uh, guys, do not be mad at me if I'm not fluid in this in YouTube. Just don't get mad at me. We're gonna tighten up our game plan. I promise you. We're gonna tighten it up. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Um, but you popular bloggers, come help a brother out here. Come on, Armand. Come on. Help an old man out. I mean, I see what you're doing back there. I see Lovely T. I know what you're doing over there. I know you guys. Come on, help an old man out. Let me, help me with the channel. I'm going to bring you news. So I'm not going to be, fighting with black bloggers and all that, or any bloggers. I'm just bringing you the news. If you have an issue with what the way I report, get your news from somewhere else. That's all you got to do. Because my style may not be your style, and your style might not be the other person's style. But the big reveal was Tasha K said she's not a journalist. Shout out to AMK Media. Olga only needs one juror. Is there a juror she's targeting? Well, how could she? I don't. You can't target a juror because they're sitting in the box. You don't know what the juror is feeling, and I don't know if you need a unanimous decision. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Okay, someone's hit me up for that mod opportunity. I'm looking for some mods. Send your resume in. Send your resume into news at Hip Hop Inquirer. News, that's NEWS at Hip Hop Inquirer. And inquires with the E. Send your, and I'm not just looking for mods, but I'm also looking for good writers for our site. If you have any background in journalism, uh, reach out. If you have background in communications and a small concentration in English, reach out. Um, absolutely, absolutely. When you want to be mentored by someone that actually practices journalism every day, wouldn't you want that? No, I know. I'm saying I'm loosely Michelle, of course. I haven't, I've been so busy. I haven't asked anyone, but yeah, Michelle definitely is cool people, and she would, and Lovey T would too, and I'm sure Armand would too. Each one teach one. Thank you, K Stone. I would, yeah, unanimous. Yep, unanimous. You just don't need, you don't need 12 jurors. That's the difference in between civil and criminal. And this could have been a bench trial, but they didn't want the bench trial. They want to go with the jury. Jury start deliberation on Monday. It's going down on Monday. It is going down on Monday. Uh, I don't know if Tiffany's out here, but can someone type in hip hop inquirer, dollar sign hip hop inquirer, and I'll pin it. Just just type it in for me, somebody, and I'll pin it. I know, but I still have to. Someone say I don't even want to think about her winning, but as a journalist, I have to say what what the odds are. Well, not the odds, so to speak, but I have to say that it could be, it could happen. It could happen. Are they trying to tell me put you in time? I ain't trying to put you in time out, Playboy. I'm not trying to do that. I thought I could pin it. Um, yeah, I thought I could pin it. Okay. Well, I'll make sure to put it in the I'll put it in the comment section, and if those who they want to donate, I'll make sure it'll be in the description box once it is live. And if you want to donate, you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If I can answer the question, I will. If I can't, I'll tell you I can't answer the question. If it's a legal question, I'll probably defer to one of my legal friends, real friends that specialize in the area of the law that we're talking about, not someone who doesn't. Oh yeah, I saw the lead attorney in there. I saw the lead attorney in there. I told him, "Don't step on my foot again, bro. Just don't step on my foot again." But that was, it was an accident. But the lead attorney is funny. You know why he's funny? He talked about the judge on his channel, and the judge is probably watching these videos. He's probably watching these videos. I just thought it was funny that you know, lead attorney's a funny guy. I would say he's a funny guy, but he's also very intelligent brother. And I love to be around people with a great sense of intellect. Just intelligence. He's one of the smartest internet attorneys I've met in the last month. Yes, the lead attorney's here today. I don't know if he's going. Yeah, he might as well. He's not going to leave the court, and he just went live, so I think he's going to be around for a while. So it's choke no joke, and infamous Sylvia, and I have to do my lives in the car because I don't want to jump into my video. You know, I mean, I felt like I had a little mama moment in Jay Z. Jumping in the video. That was like, hey, what the hell going on? Get this guy out of here. Guys, I'm telling you something. That's my guy and everything, but like I was like, what are you doing? Get this camera out my face. So so I know how people feel when photographers put a camera in your face. He put the camera in my face. I'm like, what is this guy doing? I'm doing a whole show over here. What are you doing? Get your camera out. Get your camera out my face. I could not be a celebrity because I'd probably be fighting the pops. Get your camera out my face. Oh my God. I know what some of these celebrities go through because I promise you, I've recorded some very high profile people in my career. I haven't run up on them, but during interviews, I've interviewed everybody from Rihanna to Sierra to, I mean, so many. I ain't trying to name drop. I've interviewed a lot of people. I even got Denzel. Like that was one of my favorite. Because it's funny. I'm gonna give you a little story. Like I want to talk about a little stuff that happened in my career real quick. Then I'm gonna get out of here because I'm gonna go back to court. The time I met Denzel Washington, I went to a Floyd Mayweather fight in Vegas, and a black SUV pulled up, and those who know who Norm Nixon is a former NBA player. So he gets out on the passenger side. So I'm here, kicking with him. We backstage. He's in the back, and I'm kicking with him, leaning on the car. I'm leaning on the car, like talking to him, kicking the turn where he was kicking the Willy Bobo with him. We laughing and everything. So I keep bouncing on the car, leaning on the car, literally leaning on the car. So the window rolls down. So I turn around, and look at it. It was Denzel Washington. I'm like, holy crap! I'm leaning on Denzel Washington car, kicking the Willy Bobo with Norm Nixon. I don't get starstruck, but I'm gonna tell you something. That was a starstruck moment because I'm leaning on Denzel's car, talking to Norm Nixon, and I've met so many celebrities, but it was just different because I respect him as an actor, and the fact that I literally leaned on his car, then I started asking him questions. I went on my reporter, mode and just started asking him questions about the fight, and that was the most funniest encounter I've had with a celebrity, and to have Denzel there, someone I highly respect, and I don't think it's too many people I have a desire to interview. I think I've interviewed anyone that I see is really big in my era. I've interviewed some of the most famous, Shaka Khan. It's just so many people. I might start putting some of the thumbnails of some of the celebrities I've interviewed with over the course of 30 years, and it was just really, just I don't know. It's interesting that I can be able to give some kind of story on certain celebrities I've had actually encounter with. So it's pretty cool. Well, I'm saying, someone said no one to credit Armand. I'm saying shout out to Armand Wiggins for what he does. As far as the story I reported on, it's with the Post. Well, the Post stands on its own. You can look at the Post. You can read the Post. Someone sent me the Post. I read the Post, and the elements of the Post speaks for itself. You can actually report on that based on the elements of it. You don't necessarily. No one has to give someone else credit when if it's someone independent of whoever did the story sent the post to you, then yeah, you can talk about the story. But if he does something and I see it, I'm crediting him. That's just the way that's what I do according to this person. But yeah, shout out to Armand Wiggins. Shout out to all the people out there really doing it. I saw Armand when he first started out, and his energy is really good. He got good energy. I really like the get in here. I like that part. And I also like I told him today. I said I like your energy. I told the lead attorney I like your energy when you start your opening, and I think people adapt styles as they get more comfortable with this new form of media. So yeah, you pay homage to the people you need to pay homage to. But guys, I gotta go because whoo, time's up. I gotta go. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I appreciate all the love you've shown. I will be back out to give you the next line of questionings. Yeah, they're starting to go back. I gotta get out of here, guys. I get out of here. Peace and love.